in a roundabout way, it is a fat burner. It's not a direct fat burner in terms of things like, you see synephrine or yohimbe, ingredients that we really correlate with fat loss. They're doing it differently here, but maybe a little bit more clean, not as much jitters as some of the fat burning products in the market today. Welcome inside the FIHQ. I'm Fitness Informant founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye here with 100% honest, no bullshit, quick hit, quick feedback of a new product launch. I haven't had enough time to use this to give you a full encompassing review, so here's my initial quick reaction as well as a little overlay of the ingredients being used in this product. Storm is a new brand, one of our nominees in 2021 for New Brand of the Year. Their third product launch in company history and brand history happens to be Storm Burn. This is their powdered-based fat burner available in 2 flavors, which is available now at their website and select retailers. Today, we're gonna dive into this product a little bit in terms of how does this work for me in the first couple of usages? What do I think of the ingredients? Are the ingredients dosed correctly, etc.? So, before I dive into that, let's talk a little bit about Storm, new brand, new branding, marketing, messaging, targeting the misfits, the Vans Warped Tour people of the world, the Paxton and Zoomies goers of the world. That used to be me. So yes, I used to be a grunge. I used to be a misfit. So they're taking a unique approach to branding and marketing, but they are not sacrificing on formulas or product effectiveness, and Burn is an example of that. So let's just talk about real briefly, the ingredients used in this. The first ingredient is Chromax. It's a version of chromium from Nutrition 21 that is 15 times more bioavailable than other versions of chromium on the market today. What does chromium do? Well, chromium can do several different things. It can help with body composition, weight management through appetite suppression. It can help with glucose metabolism. So a lot of different benefits to something like Chromax, used at 400 micrograms. Recommended doses of Chromax is anywhere from 100 to 400 micrograms a day. We're getting top tier on that. Now we dive into more of the actives, because you're not going to see Chromax really in the actives on this thing. You're going to see it above, up in the vitamin and mineral section of it. So L-carnitine, L-tartrate, used at 1500 milligrams. It's the version of L-carnitine. A lot of companies will market L-carnitine as a fat loss agent. That's not necessarily entirely true. In a roundabout way, it can help metabolize fatty acids in the body to be utilized as energy. More energy expenditure can lead to more caloric burn. So it's an indirect way to burn more calories. 1500 milligrams of that is fine. Then you have 1500 milligrams of Alcar, which is acetyl L-carnitine hydrochloride. This is the version of carnitine that we prefer at FI. It can help with it's also good for the brain and focus and memory. So collectively, you're getting 3 grams of L-carnitine, which is what we recommend. Carnitine in terms of fat loss or energy expenditure, 3 grams of that is really what you need. You're getting 3 grams here per serving. Next ingredient here is choline L-bitartrate as vitacholine at 1335 milligrams. This is the typical dosage that they're using across their SKUs, the good dosage. Vitacholine, nootropic, can help with memory, can help with focus, cognitive impairment. Why focus in a fat burner? Well, a lot of times people busy, they lose focus, or they're just grabbing stuff to grab stuff. Typically, when you have a nootropic in there, it can kind of help you keep you on track. Like, hey, I need to work on my work and I don't need to be snacking. And half the battle and more of the battle when it comes to weight loss is being in the caloric deficit versus a caloric surplus. So if you can try to stay more focused and more zoned in on what the goal is at hand, you're not snacking on things like that. L-tyrosine, used at 500 milligrams. Tyrosine, an amino acid, can help with cognitive impairment, improvement, memory, focus, etc. Typically like to see this at a minimum of 1 gram, but seeing is that this is not a nootropic, 500 milligrams. Take it or leave it. Obviously it's going to help contribute to memory a little bit and focus, but it's not going to be an overwhelming factor in it. Caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams. Kind of a typical dosage of caffeine that I have seen in powder-based fat burners, at least the ones that I like. 300 milligrams of caffeine. A lot of people are going to take this, before cardio. I've actually used it before weight training in both. So it's good to second as a pre-workout if you want more of a sweat session. And again, the focus ingredients in here can help with that as well. But 300 milligrams of caffeine is a lot what I've seen lately. Neurofactor, used at 100 milligrams. Neurofactor, a really cool, unique, effective ingredient for memory, focus, cognition, things of that nature. It is from like coffee berry. We have a whole thing on it over at FI. It's a really unique ingredient that we're a big fan of here at FI. So nice to see it used at an effective dosage here in Storm Burn. Theobromine, 50 milligrams, about half of what we typically see it. Theobromine gives stimulatory effects like caffeine, works well with caffeine, can help increase metabolism as well as caffeine doing the same to help burn more calories quicker. And then the last ingredient here is bioperin at 5 milligrams for ingredient absorption. So overall, there's basically like caffeine for the energy and speeding up metabolism. Then you have different ingredients in here that can help with energy expenditure and metabolism of fatty acids to be burned off as energy, to be burning more calories. So in a roundabout way, it is a fat burner. It's not a direct fat burner in terms of things like, you see synephrine or yohimbe, ingredients that we really correlate with fat loss. They're doing it differently here, maybe a little bit more clean, not as much jitters as some of the fat burning products in the market today, which brings me to effectiveness. I like this product because I'm not getting the anxiety and the jitters that sometimes yohimbine can give me, or too much synephrine can give me, or too much caffeine and stimulants. The 3 milligrams or 3,000 milligrams, 3 grams of versions of L-carnitine in this, mixed with the 300 milligrams of caffeine, I think work very nicely. Chromax as an ingredient that I truly believe in. We have a full write-up on Chromax over at FI. Neurofactor, tyrosine, vitacholine, things like that to help with focus. So if I'm lifting, I can focus. I really like this on leg day, honestly, because on leg day, I don't like having a bunch of pump agents. So this is nice. It gives me good energy. It gives me great focus to do with leg day. And if I'm using it just for cardio, there are other pre-workouts out there that have ingredients like, say, GBB in it that maybe help me sweat more, that it's missing from this particular product. And I wish it was in here, but it still works really effective for a cardio session. 300 milligrams may be a bit much for a cardio session, so you might half dose it when you're getting 1,500 milligrams of carnitine in that nature, but again, enough to sort of burn off those fatty acids to, for energy expenditure, to put yourself in a caloric deficit. So I think it's a good product. I think it's similar to some other ones on the market. They are using brand ingredients. It isn't an inexpensive formula at all. It is a 20-serve container. Flavoring on it, this is Steezy Sour Peach, was decent. Very similar to the other sour peaches that they have. Again, it's not, I've said it in a previous review, it's not really sour peach rings. It's a little bit sweeter than I thought, but overall, pretty good. So do I like the formula after a couple of uses? I do. I do want to use this for the full duration of the container to determine whether or not this is going to be an overall effective fat burner. But I think this is kind of a tweener product. It's a fat burner and a nootropic into one. And it doesn't, it's not like heavy on fat burning ingredients like synephrine or GBB or yohimbine or grains of paradise, those type of ingredients that we've come to know here at FI. But there are enough ingredients in it that's going to help contribute to the energy expenditure of your day mixed with a complete exercise program, and you should start seeing some weight loss. For more written in-depth review on, not a review, but in-depth on the ingredients, you can check the link below to go over to fitnessinformant.com. This product is available now. You can use promo code INFORMANT to save 10%. Follow along on our social channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here below. Check out our podcast. It's the Iron Union Podcast here on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. And for more supplement reviews, rankings, news, deals, workout routines, and nutrition plans, visit us on our official website, fitnessinformant.com.